Chuck was one of the people who helped build what the Don't Unfriend Me show has become, alongside so many others in this incredible community. His generosity, encouragement, and belief in our mission helped turn an idea into something much bigger. While Chuck may no longer be with us, his impact remains. Every broadcast from this studio stands as a reminder of a man who gave selflessly and made a difference. His legacy will live on through the show and through the countless lives he touched. God bless and keep him. Until Valhalla, my friend. Bigger, better, faster, more. It all started with just a vote, a single choice in a sea of millions. And suddenly, people we loved vanished. Godparents to our children, lifelong friends, all gone with just a click, with a comment, with silence. That's when the seed was planted. Don't Unfriend Me wasn't just a name, it was a plea, a line in the sand, a refusal to let politics tear apart what humanity once held so sacred. We didn't set out to build a movement. We set out to tell the truth, even when it hurt. Long hours, lost sleep, more setbacks than anyone will ever see. There were days it felt like we were shouting into the void, but we kept showing up. Not for clicks, not for clout, but because this matters. We pushed through the doubt, the algorithm throttling, the shadow bans, the isolation, the nights we sat at the mic with empty inboxes and broken spirits. And still, we stayed. We persevered, because we knew there was something here worth fighting for. For years, thousands of hours, laughter, heartache, raw conversations with real people, and now it all leads to this. One night, one room, one moment. We can agree, we can disagree. You can love me, or you can hate me. Just don't unfriend me. It all starts right now.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop unfriend me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up all the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dog.
Hey guys, Barry Morgenstein, America's headshot photographer, coming to you from my New York City studio. Great friend of the Dumb Show. It is now time to put down the camera because it's almost 7 p.m. and I'm gonna watch the coolest, the most real and raw show on the internet. It's on every night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the coolest guys, Matt, Olivia, Leroy, and Amy. You guys have to tune in to see it. It's gonna be something incredible every night. Check it out.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show.
It's an intimate moment.
Honest,
It's a Monday.
direct, unfiltered.
This is
We can
kinda nice.
agree, we can disagree. Just don't
Just
unfriend
do
me.
this.
Totally forgot to
kinda
turn our
intimate.
lights on.
It's kind of intimate.
Can't really see us very well.
No, it's you need to turn it on for sure.
Well,
Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show, folks. It's been a hell of a weekend. I hope your weekend was strong. Sorry to the Golden Knights fans out there. Congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes fans.
there we go.
United States won against Paraguay, which is nice. The Knicks fans, congrats. San Antonio, not so much. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been an interesting weekend. You guys watched the UFC fight, and you weren't a liberal. You didn't melt down, which is a good thing. Liv, tell us who we have coming. We've updated the list. I appreciate it. Go for it.
All right. Friday, Dave Bondi will be here.
Yay.
Also, Leroy will not be here for the next 2 weeks, so I will be subbing in, as well as Hayden is going to come on a couple times. So that's exciting.
Yeah, Hayden's going to come on. Leroy will not be on for 2 weeks. Everything's fine. This is completely different than his than a situation he had. This is I can't go into why.
Yes, next Friday, Gary Brugman will be here, the ex-Border Patrol. Dan Nunn will be back on Tuesday the 30th. And then
nice
Damani.
to see Dan back. His back is healing up, yeah?
Yep. Damani will
Good.
be here on the 3rd. So we're going to have 2 people in that week. July 8th, Tim Brown, ex-New York City firefighter, who was in Tower 2 when it collapsed. Yeah. And then July 14th, Wednesday, is Garrett Sedania, who is the Grassroots Army podcast.
You got 3 seconds left.
Done.
Outstanding. Let's give you guys the heads up. We are $300 on the board. By the way, we had a few orders for these come through, and we're excited. So we got 30 sold today. A good friend of the show decided to purchase them. You don't know what they are. It is a full pine box. No, not the one you get put in 6 feet under. Beautifully stained. It's got a gorgeous painted. It's not a sticker. It's painted. A beautiful American flag distressed. It has an old school clasp. So this is like these old hope chests. It's called a sea hook clasp, I believe is what it's called. It's got a small ball at the bottom, and then the little, it looks like a sickle, goes into the brass fitting. It's gorgeous. And inside you get a commemorative card, which gives you a serialized number in gold foil that tells you what number it is, and you get 2 beautiful coins. They are the American Eagle and the Pass and Stow Bell, along with a shield to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America. They're gorgeous. And we have now sold well over 60 something of them. We had to increase the price just a little bit. The vendor has now increased the price $4 since launch, and the reason why, the closer we get to America 250, the higher they're going to be. They're also in high demand, and they feel that they can get more. So we've had, I bumped it up to it's still not going to make up the bump that they did, but that's okay. It's going to be $42.50. Go apropos to tie in with the 250 or 42.50. So to let you know, I told you there was going to be a bump. It's $3 more. I'm sure that's not going to stop people from picking it up, but it's available. So go get it. Go make it happen. Also, as we know, we have T-shirts and hats and coffee and all that stuff. There we go. Yep. Anything new and exciting for us? Any news from the Dumb Nation?
No, but as of Wednesday, we are officially going to have 2 teenagers in the house. Yeah. Ethan's 13th birthday is Wednesday.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Insane to the membrane.
My goodness.
Not ready for it. But they're going to be fine. They're doing well. They're growing up. So here's the deal. If you have not been on the show before, we go over latest news and notes and geopolitics and all that type of stuff, give you a perspective. There might be some local politics that we might touch upon. And if there's a topic that you want to talk about, or if you want to call in, you can do that. Call-in number is right up there in the top right-hand corner. Hello to Drew Dixon. It's been a while. Good to have you back. And that is pretty much it. We just hit
146.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, it needs to be unplugged. Oh, power went out.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think that reset everything. I was like, wait a second. That only says 14,000.
It's weird. It's supposed to say 414,068.
Let's see what it does. If not, we're going to have to No.
Yeah, no. Let's pick her up and get her down right now. So there's a new rule. Kitty almost knocked over the plane and the tank, and she has to get down now. Nope, no more Kitty on the table. All right.
If she jumps over there, that's fine. I don't care. She can't be in front of me.
Let's rock and roll. We got a lot to do tonight, so we will do that. First things first, Elon Musk's success. So if we did not know, Elon Musk had $1 trillion. He is the first trillionaire on the planet. And honestly, the way SpaceX is going, its valuation could probably, in my opinion, in the next 5 to 10 years, reach up to $10 trillion. It is an incredible thing. And at some point, the U.S. is going to have to decide whether they want to put it in the NASDAQ like they did Apple. I would imagine it's only a matter of time before they do. It needs to show some stability. So in the next 5 years to 10 years, as long as there's not volatility, they'll probably bring it to the NASDAQ, which they should. And that would increase the valuation of the company even more, because then it's too big to fail. It's like Exxon. Don't even do it, Yenny. Sit down right there. Thank you, sweetie. So here's the deal. this is Scott Jennings addressing Elon Musk's success, and it's actually really a good point where he essentially says that if Elon Musk didn't support President Trump, then there would be no chance in hell that they wouldn't be celebrating right now and putting him up as a golden, fatted calf. But because he supported Trump, they won't. Here's the video.
You're saying because Elon Musk exists and is a wild success, that is somehow to the detriment of all the people you're mentioning? Elon is creating an environment where entrepreneurship, where success, where building is celebrated. The only reason anybody's mad about this, let's just be honest, is because he supported Donald Trump for president. If Elon Musk had never gotten involved in politics, had never supported Trump, he'd be getting ticker tape parades right now for building this amazing company and sending rockets into space. It's all political, and the people who should love Elon Musk are the ones who hate him for that reason.
But do you agree that one person should have control of American policy? That's what influence is. That's what money does.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
Will.
He loses.
He does.
He invests in races and loses. He's like anybody else who donates money, like Reid Hoffman.
To the White House, and it's all about access. It is all about access to the United States.
That he supported a candidate who won.
No, I'm just telling you, it's all about access, and it's not about just Donald Trump. It is about there are races all across the country where he has access on policy.
Call me when you're mad
like
about
in Texas,
Alex Soros.
Like in Texas,
Call me when you're mad about Soros.
All right.
Very. Yep. Call me when you're mad about Soros. Absolutely. He's been running the Democratic Party for years.
Yeah. And before him, Bloomberg was a huge influencer. And before him, you can go back to the Kennedys and the Crowns and the Hiltons were also major investors. This is nothing new. It's not that he's a billionaire. They don't care about that. It's not that he's a trillionaire. They don't care about that. The fact is that they tried to destroy him. They set his plants on fire. They did a public campaign against him that he was doing the Nazi salute. They tried to destroy him. Remember, his stock went down. Mm-hmm. And in the end, that is where you should invest in SpaceX, because it had literally the worst PR campaign known to man. Everybody went after it, and it didn't even affect them. It literally took less than 9 months. It took about 3.5 months, 6 months of Elon leaving the administration, them having a falling out, which I think was staged completely just to go ahead and have Elon save face, be forgotten about, and then literally be a trillionaire. I think it's hilarious. The Democrats made him more popular than ever, and Republicans are buying cars. We talked to a fan of the show today who is a conservative as conservative is, and she was driving her Tesla and thought it was kind of funny. So, this is what it's about. They don't care about making millions for themselves. They just have to be, they just have to go ahead and pretend that anyone else who has success, who isn't a Democrat, ultimately is evil.
Well, they also, it does the opposite effect of what they want, because they make such a big deal and a big fuss about it that it's more good press than bad. With the Jason Aldean song, Try That in a Small Town. Again, I had never even heard of that song, and it had been out for 4 months.
Right.
By when they started freaking out. And with that, he went shot to #1 with that song, and the sales went through the roof. And
same thing happened to Kid Rock, right? The same thing happened to Machine Gun Kelly, or not Machine Gun Kelly, but Tom McDonald, and then somebody else who I don't remember, but those are the three most recent. You're right.
It's because they throw such a big hissy fit about it that all the Republicans on the right are like, nope. So we go and support that person because they're trying to cancel him for no reason, and it's complete opposite of what they are trying to do.
Kat, real quick, she says it's in the NASDAQ now. Is that Tesla or SpaceX? So that's what I want to know. Is it space? And if it's SpaceX, that's great. If it's Tesla, that's also great. I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla was. But SpaceX, I hadn't heard. But once again, I didn't even know the stock went on sale until I've been waiting for it for a year. And then I found out, and I was like, holy crap. So let me know. If they're in the NASDAQ, then that's great. Then that's even more reason to invest, because the NASDAQ companies are stable. The United States, when it put it in the NASDAQ, and especially with a valuation of $1 trillion, it essentially it competes and rivals with Apple. That's a big thing.
It's the most lucrative business now before Apple now, right? Because Apple was before, right?
Well, the thing you have to consider is there's difference between SpaceX. Okay, so SpaceX is in the NASDAQ. Great. So that makes me feel even better. I thought they would wait. So Thank you for the correction. I didn't know. I hadn't heard that. So that makes me even more firmly in my resolve to invest in the company, because that's amazing. It gets this $1 trillion valuation and then is in the NASDAQ when it went public. It's just incredible. Well, the NASDAQ is made up of a certain group of the top highest producing revenue corporations in the United States. And so, yes, from a revenue model, SpaceX, Tesla, the entire group, Starlink, and everything else in between is I don't know if their valuation is higher than Apple. I believe since Elon Musk is the sole owner and sole proprietor of the companies, therefore he is a trillionaire. Apple, Tim Cook isn't a trillionaire because Apple's worth trillions. He's worth billions with a giant 400B, but trillions, no. Because Apple is owned by shareholders, Apple is owned by a board, Apple is owned by a group of conglomerates, and now SpaceX, being an IPO, has the same fate. I'll wait till it drops within 6 months as nearly early investors cash out. Right, IPOs always drop. Get it for 135. It'll go up long term. I agree with you. It's definitely a bull investment, and I'll wait for the drop too. I want it down to 130 to 140, and then I'm going to get in.
What's the Dow? Right, because everyone talks about the NASDAQ and the Dow. So what's in the Dow then?
Yeah. So you want me to break it down for you? I'll just give you the walkthrough.
I know I went through this my senior year of high school in economics, but that was freaking 30 years ago. I don't remember.
Yeah. So this is it's pretty simple, but it's not overly complicated.
Yeah.
So there's the New York Stock Exchange, which is the NYSE, which is all of it in a whole.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. I want to get it right. I don't want to give you. So Dow Jones, once again, very similar to NASDAQ, but it's 30 largest companies in the United States. So that is something I would ask the question, is it in the Dow, not NASDAQ? Because the NASDAQ has thousands of stocks listed on NASDAQ, heavily weighted toward technology companies. S&P 500 are the largest. That's the top 500. The S&P 500 are the top 500 companies in the United States. So they would be on the S&P 500. They would be on the NASDAQ, obviously, because it's a technology company. And then the Dow Jones, I would assume they would have to be on the Dow because they are within the top 30 highest companies.
So some companies are in both the NASDAQ and the Dow?
Yeah.
Somebody says that Dow Jones is not index of NYSE companies.
What?
Drew said Dow Jones is not index of NYSE companies.
I don't know what we're talking about. You asked me about the New York Stock Exchange, and I'm giving you all the...
I asked what was in the Dow because you said the NASDAQ was... You. Okay, gotcha.
I'm telling you.
Got it.
Telling you what the NASDAQ is, telling you what the S&P 500 is, telling you what the Dow Jones is, telling you what the Russell 2000 is. Tracks 2,000 smaller U.S. companies, and then the New York Stock Exchange Composite tracks stocks listed on the NYSE. So that would be all stocks. Every stock would be into the NYSE. Dow Jones is the 30th largest companies.
Got it. Okay.
Where is Tesla and SpaceX on these lists? Because I want to find out where they're at. So it's on the S&P, the NASDAQ Composite, the NASDAQ 100. Tesla is not currently in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, so it's not in the Dow, which we know because it's not a top 30 company, but SpaceX is. So there it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wanted to see. Yep. It wasn't today. Tim Cook he announced his retirement like 2 months ago.
Just take an hour.
You know what? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's an IC guy, and I don't know him. He came in, I believe, after me. Let's find out. I mean, these are good questions. I mean, might as well. Who is taking over for Tim Cook? I know it's not Johnny Ives. John Turnus. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, he is. So he's SVP of Hardware and Engineering, so not IC. September 1st, he'll become the new CEO and he'll be transitioned. And he was there. I absolutely know Turnus. I've met Turnus.
Okay.
So he had involvement with the iPad, the current iteration of the iPhone, the AirPods. He was involved in the Beats acquisition. Yeah, so he's big. He's been around forever. So Turnus is good. I don't know if he's going to be. I mean, to have two CEOs like Steve Jobs and Tim Cook who are diametrically opposed. Steve was a marketer and a advertiser. Tim Cook is an operations guy, an inventory control guy. Now you have a software engineer.
Where's Apple going to go now?
Software engineers have inherently not been successful at Apple and major tech companies because they kind of lofty. They're tech geeks. They don't have a lot of marketing. They don't have a lot of inventory. And those are the two things you need. We'll see. I mean, he's been there since 2001. He obviously has learned from two of the greatest CEOs ever to run any company. So it's going to be huge. But yeah, it was a couple months ago they did that. Robert Petrowski says, everyone acts like Elon could just cash out and go buy a country or whatever. And that's not how it works. No, not at all. We were trying to explain that to our daughter, is that just because he's a trillionaire doesn't mean he has $1 trillion. That's not the way it works. But valuation is like, we're worth a lot more than we have on hand because we have life insurance, we have a house, we have the show and everything else. But cash on hand is a different story. Certainly, $1 trillion is not what he has. Okay, folks, we need to share. We're getting killed on Facebook, and we're getting killed on X. So if you have a chance, please help us share. We've been throttled. Plus, a lot of people are out of town. A lot of people for the weekend.
It is the first weekend of school or of summer.
Yep. So it's just a lot. It's been the last 5 days have kind of, and usually that last week, some schools get out early, and some get out a little later. But you can tell parents are doing other things and watching the show. So we could use your help. So anyway, Elon Musk's success. I think it's stupid. I think now he's firmly in the S&P and NASDAQ and has encroached upon the top 30 company in the world. And you're pushing companies like Exxon, you're pushing companies like DuPont, you're pushing companies like Apple and Microsoft. This is good for America. This is good for our country. Innovation is important. And the difference between Apple and Tesla or SpaceX is Apple's not really an innovator. Apple is a copier and make it better, and occasionally have really, really good ideas. But Apple Watch is essentially an iPhone on your wrist. An iPad is an iPhone that's bigger in your hand. So, Apple hasn't really innovated. Their AirPods are fantastic, but they haven't really innovated to a point of creating, revolutionary technology since the MP3 iPod player. The iPhone was taken from IBM. And so anyway, but you've got SpaceX, which is innovating. I mean, Tesla, it's innovating. Yes, there were other electrical cars, but not with the luxury that they have. You look at their rockets and reverse landings and the thrusters and the fuel efficiency they have and the technology. Everything that X does or Tesla or Elon or SpaceX does is state of the art and cheaper than what the government can do it for. And that's really where they've excelled. So his vision is to build a place to be on the moon. So he wants to build, condominiums and a city, a dome city on the moon. That's what he wants to do. And by God, he'll do it. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. He wants a subterranean tunnel. He wants to do that. And he basically wants to have a tunnel that can go, I don't even know what the speed is. It's some ridiculous number.
He will accomplish the railroad across the ocean for Biden.
But that's the feasibility, is that he that's what he wants to do. He wants to create a rail system that is high speed rail, but going Mach 2.5. And
how does that work for you inside? I mean, going that fast.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is the same way it works in a car. As long as your thrust is gradual, and you move up to that speed, guys who are going Mach 2 aren't going like this the entire time. It's the thrust to get to Mach 2, which is the initial burn. So,
got it.
But with a static, a magnet-based rail system, it works off of essentially a magnetized track that will move the vehicle along frictionless. It will not be on a rail. It's in a tube. and essentially it floats, and the magnets push all around it, so it essentially sits in the center. Do you understand?
Yes.
And then it sends electrons at a rapid rate through that, and it basically takes that egg and down that tube, and away you go.
How fast is Mach 2?
Well, Mach is 21. Oh, God, you're killing me now. Mach is how many times the speed of sound? It's not 2.1. It's... Okay, yeah, Mach 1, 767. Mach 2 is 1,534. Mach 3 is 2,300 and 3,800 for
Oof.
Mach 5.
That's fast.
Yeah, so Mach 2 is 1,500. I mean, it's incredible.
What's the fastest airplane right now?
So Mach is speed of sound. So Mach is 761 miles an hour is breaking the speed of sound. So Mach 2 is breaking the speed of sound twice. That's what I meant, like 2.1. It comes out to like 2.1 something.
Gotcha. So what is the fastest passenger airplane? I know jets and military and stuff.
I think it's still the passenger airplane has to be the Concorde. And I think that's like Mach 1.7.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a plane that went faster than that.
Yeah, let's see. Fastest passenger plane. You know what? I think there was one that was done that was faster than Concorde, if I read somewhere. I was close. Yeah, it is the Concorde, and it's 2.04, so 1,354 miles an hour. Its cruising speed is twice the speed of sound. New York to London is 3.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
That's been retired now because of the expense, but yeah.
That's fast.
So this tunnel that he wants to create, SR-71's not a passenger plane. And the SR-71 isn't the fastest plane anymore. I'm just letting you know. SR-71 used to be the fastest plane, not anymore. But I can't go into anything other than that. So yeah, so imagine imagine that. So this is really interesting. So this is why I wanted to bring this up. So this is the SR-71 was designed before it was launched and before the speed of sound had been broken. Speed of sound was broken by Chuck Yeager and was in the X-1 Bell, I believe is what it was. It was the orange rocket with wings. And the X-15, which Bill Knight went ahead and I'm going to try to find the picture for you guys. Bill Knight. Come on. Yeah, this is the X-15. And neither are passengers, so that doesn't count, right? So, but this is the X-15. And this thing went Mach, I think it was 6.7 is what it went, 6.7. And then the SR-71 is the fastest airplane that you're allowed to know about, which goes Mach 3.3. So the X-15 went essentially twice as fast as the SR-71. So the SR-71 went 4,500 miles an hour, 4,520. And then the ceiling on the SR-71 is, if you look at Jane's dictionary, I think the ceiling capacity is like 91,000 feet, but that's not correct. That's what you know. But in fact, I don't think the SR-71 is 91,000. I think that's the U2. That's the U2. The SR-71 is probably has a ceiling of 68 to 71, I would assume. Let's find out. I love this shit. See if I remember on my Jane's 6. Actually, they have the classified version on here. So that means that's no longer classified. 85,000 feet, folks.
Is how high it could fly?
80, yeah, that's the SR-71. It used to be, what was public knowledge was anywhere from 61 to 72, but it's 85 is its essential functional don't push the threshold ceiling. But I know it's flown higher than that. U-2 spy plane, well, let me see what they say on the U-2 to see what I can say, because I know the U-2 spy plane for sure. If they say somewhere around 108, See, the service ceiling of this is complete bullshit. That's all I'm going to say. Service ceiling of the U2 is what the SR-71 used to say, which is 70,000 to 75,000 feet. That's not true. That's a complete fucking lie. So anyway, they was almost in space. I don't know what that means.
People are talking right now.
Oh, human ingenuity is amazing. It is. Yeah, but the X-15. But I'll tell you, the SR-71 and the X-15 are the two unclassified fastest planes on the planet. But I'm telling you, there is another plane that is already faster than the SR-71 and not as fast as the X-15.
Got it.
There we go. Pretty fast.
Yeah.
But can you imagine, though, if you so a Concorde flies at 3.5 hours at 1.4 1,400 miles an hour. You could do Mach 2.5 in a magnetic rail carrying tube. Because you're in a magnet, and I've seen this, because of the overall frictionless, the actual speed up is 0 to whatever at a very fast rate with nominal g-forces based upon the egg shape of the vehicle and then also the frictionless environment. You have to watch the video from Elon, but can you imagine going from New York, you and I driving to New York, 4 hours, and then taking an hour and 25 minutes to get to London? Just like, honey, you want to go to London? Sure. Let's go. We'll be there in an hour and 25 minutes. Is that insanity?
Going into the future. Technically, you are.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. All right, let's move on. First Cell took a while. Jillian Michaels on Obama and black men. I really am liking Jillian Michaels lately. I'm enjoying her
takes.
Yeah, you need to get a hold of her because she's. I just like her takes. Here it is, and then we'll talk about it.
You know what I find so funny?
Oh, wait a second. Somebody said the wanker wasn't working.
Wank!
Sorry. Okay, Liv, the setting is from now on Rodecaster Pro main stereo. Okay?
Okay.
Just so we don't forget.
Okay.
All right, donations are open, folks. Don't know if you are forgotten, but they are open.
Who shamed all of the black men for not voting for Harris, then went to frickin' Virginia and campaigned against the black woman who's a Marine, a small business owner, I think has 2 master's degrees, was the lieutenant governor for a white liberal who
CIA
works for the
agent.
CIA. I mean,
Right.
I don't think either party is perfect, but the fact that the left just thinks they have the absolute moral authority on racial matters is staggering to me. Absolutely mind-blowing.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. You can't beat it, right? Because, you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. Obama, it's like shaming black men.
People,
you need
black
to go
men
vote
for not voting for a black person.
You need to vote for knee pads.
Uh,
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And they play this game that, they have that moral superiority, like she said, and they don't. Just something I thought was a pretty clever take on her part that was pretty spot on. And especially now because Obama's in the news again. But this is in the news this weekend. Here it is. Mel, the steaks are unopened, but dry ice is the real treat. So if you just want to send us dry ice each year, I think the kids will be happy.
I feel like Bill Nye. So cool.
Did you just do a witch sound? Okay, we're gonna go look at the steaks. We love you, Mel. Thank you.
I love you.
Thanks,
love
Mel.
you.
So Mel,
my messy kitchen.
Yeah, Mel. Not anymore. Kids cleaned it. Twice a year, Mel sells us, and this has become a tradition, I guess, because it happens twice a year, and it's happened more than once. It's happened, I think, like 7 or 8 times. But Mel decides to get our family Omaha steaks and potatoes, and we also partook in that tonight with some steak and some double twice baked potatoes.
Yeah, they're so good.
And we're going to be having some
apple fritter pie thingies afterwards.
Apple caramel fritter pies.
Oh, yeah.
at the end, which is also delicious with some vanilla ice cream. Because why? Well, because we can.
We can.
And I just wanted to say thank you to Mel doing that. And she constantly takes care of this family, always. And but it's hilarious. We got that giant box, and the kids, let's play with the dry ice before we even look what's in the. I'm not kidding. Before we even looked what's in the box, we're playing with blocks of dry ice. Oh, I just realized something.
What?
We cannot put dry ice in the freezer. Have the kids take it out.
Why?
Because our freezer isn't rated for that sub-zero temperature. It's too cold. Tell them to take it out.
Okay.
Tell them to just throw it.
Hayden!
I just realized you're not supposed to. It can be in a deep freeze, but it's got to be rated. So what it's going to do, it's going to overclock our freezer and keep it cooler than it deserves to be. It needs to be.
Yeah.
You shouldn't keep dry ice in a regular freezer for long periods of time. And I just forgot. Kids, take the dry ice out of the thing and just throw it in the trash can, please. Okay. We can't have it in our freezer. I forgot. It has to be in a sub temperature freezer, and it makes it too cold. So it's okay. It's only been a day or a half. So there you go. I just realized. Don't ask me where I remember that from. I just know I've read that, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I know I've read it somewhere. This is the way my brain works. I just know for a fact I've read that somewhere. Watch this. This is hilarious. Should you keep dry ice in a freezer? Nope. Do not store dry ice in a standard freezer unless it's specifically designed for ultra cold temperatures. Dry ice is 109.3 Fahrenheit minus, which is colder than the household freezer.
It's just not here anymore.
It just disappeared?
Melted.
Yeah, that's why.
Is our food okay? Just making sure. Is it?
God.
That's.
It's okay. But now we know why the water tasted funny in the fridge. It was injected with CO2.
Okay, make sure, and let's dump all that ice, wash it out, and have some more ice made, please.
We're fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to be okay. Shit.
Whoops.
It not only was a no, it's no. It's the search is like, no. I don't think it'll kill anybody. Hold on.
What happens if we put it and it melted?
Will we all die? Let's see. If you're asking whether everyone will die from having dry ice around the house, no. Dry ice can be dangerous if used improperly. It's commonly used for shipping food, frostbite, carbon dioxide buildup, and pressure explosions. So we're fine. Now that's an interesting thing. If it would have frozen the vent lines in the freezer, it wouldn't have exploded. The seal would have broken. It wasn't under high capacity.
So it's not cold enough to keep the dry ice.
That's right.
Got it.
But then what happens is the CO2 kicks in, and that's not good for food. But also it also gets your freezer too cold. And if that happens, it could screw with the compressor. It could freeze your compressor. You could blow thermostat. There's a lot of bad things that can happen.
Got it.
But you don't. Yeah, I just realized you don't put dry ice in the freezer. Folks, let me tell you, that's what it's like to be me. It's not fun. And when you pretty much remember everything you read, but you can't pull it up spontaneously, but then when you think about something, you're like, oh, shit. Most people are like, oh, shit, I forgot I left the toaster on. I'm like, oh, my God, you can't go ahead and take bleach with carbon nanoparticles and mix it with steel wool and a 9-volt battery. So we're not all going to die.
MacGyver.
I hope Mel sent you some prime rib steaks. No, tenderloins. They're still great. And pork chops and hot dogs and chicken. It was very sweet
gourmet
of her.
burgers. We want to say
we want to say thank you. It's very nice of you. All right, let's go. Newsom's in trouble. Since 2025, he has been under investigation by the Department of Justice. Could I actually say that it's not Newsom, it's his wife? She's been under, what a peach she is. And they just announced it today. Gavin Newsom is a little perplexed and a little teary-eyed. Let me give you the breakdown first. Bleach and OxyClean, no bueno. Yeah. Gasoline, concentrated orange juice, rubber cement, and
I still love to play with rubber cement when I was a kid.
And acetylene, not good either. A lot of bad. I have 2 cookbooks, by the way. If anyone comes out here, I'll be happy to let you copy them. I will not talk about it any other way. But I certainly don't possess these. I don't know what you're talking about. But the Anarchist Cookbook and the Mojahedin playbook might possibly be something Moving on. So here is Newsom in trouble, and they're going to give you a very interesting take on this, and then we're going to show you his response, a teary-eyed response, 4 minutes of Newsom.
Familiar tell Fox News that the investigation has actually been ongoing since 2025, and that the probe is based on...
It needs to be unplugged. No, Mel didn't win the lotto. She just takes care of us. Okay. I gotta address this. I'm not talking about that to brag. I'm talking about it because if someone sends us a sweater, someone has sent us rosary beads, somebody has sent us a homemade, beautiful piece of wood with our names on it. Some people have sent
a sweater,
plaques, sweaters, spices. We thank everybody because it means something to us, and it's cool. It's really nice to have. So no, but there are several dummies. And there's more than several. There's like 50 who take care of us and help us consistently, who consider us family. And we've been told that by people. You're like our family. I don't have any family. You're our family. It means the world to us. So no, Mel did not win the lottery. But if Mel called us and said, I need a place to live, Mel would have a place to live. And there are several people in our network that we feel that way. Chuck was also another one of them, and Kathleen. So it's not bragging. It's just giving accolades where it's deserved. Here is Newsom in trouble.
Yes, Donald, you can send it to the
Wait, what? Sorry.
If we want to send you something, we send it to the P.O. Box.
Yep, send it to the P.O. Box. P.O. Box 2. Yep, we'll put that up in a second here. All right, here's Newsom in trouble. Listen to this.
Is familiar tell Fox News that the investigation has actually been ongoing since 2025, and that the probe is based on whistleblower complaints related to Newsom and his wife's personal finances. Now, the case is apparently being handled by the U.S. Attorney's Office in Sacramento, and as you pointed out, the governor remains defiant, saying today that the president is, quote, coming after my wife, Jen.
In recent days, federal agents have knocked on the doors of family, friends, and former employees. Not because they found a crime, because they're simply trying to find one. They're demanding records. They're abusing the grand jury process, digging through years and years of random documents. So let me say it again. Mr. President, come after me. I'm not going anywhere. And the country is watching.
The governor also claims the investigation is intended to undermine any potential White House bid in the future. Now, as for his wife, Jennifer, she's a documentary filmmaker who runs the Representation Project.
Bitch! Excuse me.
It's a nonprofit, and it seeks to advance feminism through media production. However, that charity has attracted pay-for-play allegations, with critics claiming that what essentially is happening over in the Golden State is corporations with business interests in California donate to the organization in an effort to gain influence over Newsom. Now, you may be wondering, what about the DOJ? Well, they did not respond to a request for comment with respect to any potential investigation.
Kevin Cork, friends on X, been a fan of yours since Colorado, almost 35 years ago. Would love to see you on the show. This guy needs to be an anchor. He really is a good dude. He's a smart guy, and Fox needs to give him something other than the weekend. But here's Newsom, Mr. Newscum, and his reply on all of this. Teary-eyed, almost. Seems a little...
I'm amazed he could read his speech.
Isn't that hilarious? Well done, Olivia. Well done. I give you an accolade.
Thank you.
In recent days, federal agents have knocked on the doors of family, friends, and former employees. Not because they found a crime, because they're simply trying to find one.
Wow, doesn't that sound familiar? Did he move into Mar-a-Lago? What the hell?
They're demanding records. They're abusing the grand jury process, digging through years and years of random documents.
Oh, like Paul Manafort? Maybe? I mean, just wondering. Like Steve Bannon? Roger Stone? This sounds familiar. I don't know.
Trump isn't just coming after me because of my mean tweets. He's coming after me because I'm considering running for president.
Holy shit, this sounds like a Trump speech.
I've consistently called him out over and over again for his lies and deceit. Donald Trump is simply the most corrupt president in American history.
That made me laugh.
He's turned the levers of government into his own personal power ministries to reward cronies and to try to jail his opponents. His personal attorney now runs the Department of Justice, which has repeatedly gone after his political enemies. Ask Jerome Powell.
Those reading classes are really doing well, huh?
James, Adam Schiff. He sent them after Tim Walz, and a woman that a jury found Donald Trump had sexually abused. One by one, anyone who has challenged Donald Trump has ended up on his hit list. And today, I proudly join that list. After calling for my arrest last year, Donald Trump directed his Department of Justice to investigate me. And just in the last week, I've learned that his campaign has reached my own home. To get me, he's coming after my wife, Jen, a public servant, a woman who's dedicated her life.
Wait, was this the one you cheated on, or is this she's a new wife? I don't.
Which one?
Which one is it?
Supporting women and girls. Someone who has done nothing wrong other than having the temerity to advocate for what she believes in. If they can't intimidate me
and change the oil on my hair,
they'll go after the mother of our children. Donald Trump picked the wrong target. We have nothing to hide. His political operatives can take every record and read every page, but they'll be looking in the wrong place. Because if they really want to find corruption, look no
they go ahead and look here. Go, whoops. Was I supposed to read that part?
Further than 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Donald Trump is selling the presidency. He's running the largest cash heist in American political history, trading foreign tariff relief for approval of his golf courses, day trading behind the Resolute desk, reaping hundreds of millions of dollars in personal profit. And he's doing it openly. He's doing it on camera. He did it last night on the White House lawn. He's doing it through cryptocurrencies. He's doing it through the receipt of a $400 million private jet from a foreign government that he plans to keep when he leaves office.
He's never
through his son's ventures in countries where his own administration is simultaneously making policy. His personal fortune has skyrocketed by $4 billion since making his return to office. This is the behavior of a regime, not a republic. The White House has become a marketplace for sneakers and coins and watches, cologne, guitars, Bibles, and phones. Influence for sale, access for sale. And today, my family and I can personally confirm that justice is for sale. To Donald Trump, who I know is watching because he watches everything, I have a message for you. You can subpoena my records. You can investigate me. You can harass me. Put my name on every and any enemy's list you have, but leave my wife and family out of your personal vendetta. I'd like to say something to my wife. These times are not normal. They're not ordinary. I love you, and I'm sorry he's doing this.
Sorry, I cheated on you.
You have not earned a single one of the indignities that he's trying to inflict on you and our children. And to Donald Trump, this country does not belong to you. It does not belong to your cronies. And we're going to fight your lawlessness. And we're going to continue to remind the people of this country of your corruption. That same corruption our founders warned us against as we move to celebrate our 250th anniversary. I'm going to keep reminding Americans of what they warned would happen if a man with no character ever held the office of presidency. So let me say it again. Mr. President, come after me. I'm not going anywhere. And the country is watching.
So he's raking in millions by he is not taking a salary. He's foregoing his salary as president. And he owned a frickin' plane before he became president.
He's losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Yeah. Newsom is interesting.
What a putz.
It really is.
He's just a giant putz. Seriously, like I don't know what else to say. Dude, the wife play, I mean, like you didn't see her this morning? That's bad as Elizabeth Warren. Well, hi, honey. What are you doing here? Would you like to have a beer? Would you like to come in and have a beer? You want to have a beer in your own house? I mean, that was to my wife. I want to tell her I'll catch. She can pitch.
I won't cheat on you again. I promise.
What an alcoholic. So anyway, he's a douche.
Yep.
Guilty. Screams guilty. Just screams guilty up and down the Christmas tree. Folks, thedumbshow.com/donate. I don't know if we made this clear, but we are a donation-based show. Facebook has decided, I don't know if you knew this, last month we made 2 cents on our live videos. 2 cents, folks. This is what we made. They don't let us make any money, and they don't show you any ads or anything else. And the reason why they do this is, well, because they suck. So donations help us make the wheel go round. We do $300 a night is what we look for, 5 nights a week. We've hit goal. We've been doing goal for about 3 years, and I think we've maybe had 5 times we haven't hit it. The donation always comes through. I just thought a little reminder and a nudge might help. DSA. This is the Democratic Socialists of America. They're making some news because they just recently had their conference. The DSA, folks, is openly saying that there are communists and socialists inside the U.S. government. Quiet part aloud. Here it is.
Beautiful. It's so good to be here tonight with so many of my... Oh, hello, everyone. So many of my friends and comrades. Let's go.
Comrades.
My name is Claire Valdez. I'm a union organizer. I'm a proud democratic socialist. And I've been a member of New York City DSA for 7 years.
Special Officer Doofy reporting. Special Officer Doofy reporting.
And when I first joined, we had one socialist in office, Julia Salazar. Shout out, Julia. And now we have 9 socialists in office, and we just elected a Democratic socialist, Zoran Mamdani, to be our mayor of New York City.
Wank!
Followed up by Hassan Piker, who basically went out there and said, Democratic Socialists of America and kill all Jews. Yeah, this is the DSA, and openly admitting that they have socialists. Should we guess?
Who the socialists are?
Yeah. Let's make a game. Let's make a game out of this.
AOC?
But I guess you don't want to make a game out of it.
Okay.
I didn't even look at the keyboard. Isn't that impressive?
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 fingers, folks. Chicken typer. I can type like 120 words a minute with these 2 fingers. Olivia will tell you. Okay. I know. Don't even start, Liv. Liv. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do it. We're going to name 9 of them.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? Go. You already had one of Ocasio-Cortez. Who's the next one, folks? Who's we'll do top 10 answers on the board, okay? Now, community, work together, because if you get it wrong, you'll get a and if it's right, of course. All right. Oh, Matt, you need a soundbite from Sling Blade. I like mustard on my biscuits. I got to get you make me happy again. Okay, Hassan Piker isn't in office. Riley, I'm going to let that be a mistake. Okay.
Bernie.
9 people. Give me the 9 people. Who said Bernie?
That would be Lee on YouTube.
Lee said Bernie Sanders. Number 1 answer. Number 1 answer. Bernie Sanders. Number 2 was Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You guys are starting with big money. Who is going to be 3 through 9? Okay, remember, it doesn't have to be Congress. It can be mayor. It can be other people.
Mayor, governor, Senate, Congress, as long as they're in some form of government.
Yep. Okay, top 2 answers. Come on, folks. Let's go. Maybe you guys are busy donating, and that's the problem. Jayapal. Jayapal is not a bona fide Democratic Socialist. She doesn't claim to be a Democratic Socialist. Nope. Mamdani. Mamdani is number 4.
Rashid Tlaib.
Rashid Tlaib. Rashid Tlaib is 3.
Booker.
Cory Booker is not.
Pritzker.
Pritzker is not.
Waltz.
Elizabeth Warren is a Democratic Socialist. We have 4 other answers here.
Waltz.
3. Waltz is not a Democratic Socialist.
Okay. Whitmore? Somebody said Whitmore.
Nope, Whitmer is not a Democratic Socialist.
Mad Mommy. I like that. That's a really good nickname for him. I haven't heard that one.
I'll give you the rest because these are going to be harder for everybody else. Here it is. Julia Salazar, Farah Sofront Forrest, fucking 3 namers.
I don't know who that is.
Jabari Brisport, Mark Elric, and Emma Mulvaney Stanek.
Yeah, those would have been way hard.
Democrat Socialist official. I think there's closet ones too, folks. There's closet ones.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But those are...
Pretty sure Omar is one too.
I think there's a lot more than 9.
I wouldn't doubt if Abby
Yes,
or Spanberger's one.
Says the bald black woman. Yeah, who is Ayanna Presley. She would. Omar, we know. Rashid Tlaib.
Everyone in the squad for sure. And
all the squad.
I wouldn't doubt if Spanberger is one either.
Listen, I think the honest to God truth is most of the party is Democrat Socialist.
Yeah.
They agree with it. Folks, it's the first time, 8:00. This is the longest officially that we've had without a donation, without a guest on.
It is.
So we're going to play the commercial because we need to. We'll be right back.
What the hell is that? It's a boy on a broom? Well, don't open the window. Bloody hell!
Muggles, I'm sorry for using magic outside of Hogwarts, but I'm in dire need. Have any of you Muggles seen my golden ball?
Did you just say he's looking for his gold balls? I think he said golden ball.
Right you are. You two are very bright witches.
You really are the brightest witch of your age.
Did he just call us bitch?
It's a Harry Potter movie. You have to keep it PG-13.
You know my name? I am Harry Potter. That means you know where it is.
No, we haven't seen it.
Well, you can buy a new one at the Dumb Show. You get 10% off for using code DUMB10.
Bloody brilliant! 10 points to Gryffindor.
Did he just call us Griffin whores?
If you want to take part in more adventures, you too can donate to The Dumb Show. You can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. We take PayPal, Venmo, credit card, and you can even send us an owl at P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142. Please make sure to leave your name and a message, and we will share it on the next show. Live weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, them Dumbledore sent you too.
Okay, seriously? What's a fumble sore?
Yes, we are officially under the curse of the empty tip jar.
Today, for sure.
Definitely tonight is a little bit slow going. That's fine. Just fine. Happens from time to time. Not this late, but it does happen from time to time. Folks, listen, you may not be able to donate. That's fine. We understand that. We want you guys to put your oxygen on first and all that stuff. But what you can do is like. Right now, we've got a whole bunch of people on Facebook now. We've got a whole bunch of people on Rumble. All it takes is 1 second, especially my Rumble people. We're trying to grow Rumble. The only way to do it is with likes. It takes 2 seconds just to hit the like button. Please do that on Facebook.
It's the thumbs up on Rumble.
Whatever. Thumbs up, like, follow, stroke us, massage, don't care, whatever it is, hit that thing. It's much better than doing nothing at all. And we can at least ask for that. January 23rd, White House launch. You heard about the UFC fight, right?
Yes.
An American 250 celebration. Went off with a resounding success. Was supposed to be awesome. There was only one altercation. That was Strickland. Came out there and started talking about Jews and Trump and the Epstein files. He was escorted off the premises. But the liberals are complaining. Oh, he's selling it out, and it's a disgrace. And it was like a ESPN X Games on the White House lawn. I'm like, can they have any fun? Can they take the stick out of their posterior for 10 seconds and just try to have a good time?
No.
Obviously.
They enjoy it up there way too much.
Here it is. January 2023, White House lawn. It's funny you say that because I happen to have Joe Biden's time in office and what they did on the White House lawn in January of 2023. You don't remember. I do.
I do.
That's why I'm here for you. Or you may not remember, but I do, and we are here for you. Watch this.
Trans people deserve health equity.
Trans people deserve to see trans joy in the media.
Trans people deserve to exist peacefully.
Trans people deserve autonomy.
Trans people deserve to be loved and believed.
Trans kids deserve to be kids.
Trans people deserve to exist without debate. Trans people deserve to grow old. Trans people deserve strength.
Trans people deserve access to the sports they love just like everybody else.
Trans people deserve a spot on the platform.
Trans people deserve equity.
Trans people deserve celebration.
Trans people deserve to know they are sacred.
Trans people deserve the world.
Trans people deserve everything. This month, and especially today at White House Pride, my first time here, I want to be reminded of the joy that this community holds, of our resilience, of our power.
They had to spray the White House lawn for hepatitis after that. And
Wasn't that the trans woman flashed her boobies?
Oh, and the guy who flashed his scars. Anonymous, donate $25. Hey there, Matt and Olivia dummies. Can we get this done? I don't know. Like tonight, I'm just getting a weird feeling. Getting a little woozy here. We don't forget. And I'm sorry, but a UFC fight, is it great? Is it perfect? I don't know. We've had fireworks, we've had concertos, we've had symphonies on the White House lawn, we've had actors in stage from summer stock, and that's the Isle of Wight, and I don't know what to tell you. Who cares? He's the president. If he wants to have a UFC fight every damn month on the front lawn, then that's his choice. And I don't understand why Democrats just can't pull the stick out of their ass for 5 seconds. I mean, seriously, it's a little bit ridiculous.
Yes.
Considering what Biden did. Trans people deserve mental health care. Yes, that's
very much so. Very, very well said, JD.
Good answer, JD. Thanks so much. But because of that, of course, when something fun is happening that Republicans are doing, what do Democrats have to do?
Sorry. I looked away for like 2 seconds. I thought you were just talking.
When Republicans are having fun and doing something, what do Democrats always have to do?
Bitch and complain about it.
Right. And we have that here. Congratulations. We're like...
Sorry.
It's okay. We're doing fine.
Like
you're
2 seconds.
You're doing
Holy cow.
But they do counter programming, and here's some of that counter programming for you to enjoy.
When the governor of Texas clicked his little boot spurs and had all the rainbow crosswalks painted over, activists grabbed their brushes and painted the sidewalks instead. Because that's what we do. It goes to show if you lower our flags, we will raise them back up, baby. You can paint over our rainbows, but we'll paint an even brighter one to lead the way.
And then this.
Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. Hey there, all you fascists. Let me put you straight. When you come for the rest of us, we'll fight you at the gate and you will lose. You fascists bound to lose.
I need a cowboy hat.
Let's listen to that again. Yeehaw!
Ride 'em, cowboy.
Fascists bound to lose. Hey there, all you fascists. Let me put you straight. When you come for the rest of us, we'll fight you.
Men can't menstruate.
You will lose. You fascists bound to lose.
What a very diverse panel. The black lady in blue is, first of all, didn't get the memo about the red, and the lady in black who's wearing denim didn't get the memo about the red, but she's a DEI hire. There's a lot of white people. Look at that. You have a white guitarist, you have a white bassist, you have a white drummer, you've got 3 white backup vocals and a white piano player with a white singer and 1 black. This is the janitor. And they're like, listen, we need to find somebody. Ma'am, do you think you could go ahead and sing on key? What's the song? Fascists Gonna Lose.
Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose.
God, I hate to interrupt the song, but I gotta. Mr. Sauce donated $50. You know what else you can't do with dry ice? Put it in a bottle with a little Dr. Pepper in it and hold it. Yeah, that's the truth. That is a bomb. Here's the rest.
Hey there, all you fascists. Let me put you straight. When you come for the rest of us, we'll fight you at the gate and you will lose. You fascists bound to lose.
God, you know, The Wind Beneath My Wings was a pile of shit. I'm sorry. That song sucked. Bette Midler can't sing. Don't care. I hate that song. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. And now I can fly higher than an eagle.
That was her?
'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings. I hate that. Fly, fly, fly so high.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you for that rendition.
Have you ever listened to that song and like
I
listen to
have.
her sing? Oh my God, it's like listening to two cats fucking a bag. It's
That's funny.
Democrats. Nobody was watching. Joanne Townsend, $50. Thank you, Matt and Olivia. No, Joanne, thank you. That's amazing. Thank you, Miss Joanne Townsend. Wait a second. Is Joanne Townsend supposed to be donating?
I have no idea, but thank you.
Thank you. I think you pulled a fast one on us. You guys are just amazing. That's where we're at, folks. Counter programming. Nobody's watching. You want to know what the Democrats were doing? The people who aren't completely nuts, they were watching. They were getting involved. So in honor of them, here is Zero Tolerance Karen. I think you'll enjoy this.
He wants to abolish billionaires from a beach chair.
No, that was fast. It was like mutually same time. JD Stillwell, donate $20. Albus Dumbledore sent me tip jar is empty, nevermore. Well done. You're mixing your literature, but nevermore and always. It's okay. It's good enough. We'll take it. We'll take it. Here's the rest.
He wants to abolish billionaires from a beach chair on a vacation paid for by her father's long-lasting trust fund. You will always know where she is because her car tells you everything she believes. She believes in community safety, and the community is making her feel unsafe. She never finished her economics degree, but she knows that universal health care would fix the country. She once signed a petition to add a P to the LGBTQ acronym. It is unknown if she knew what the P was for. She has not thought about a single policy in years. She has thought about Donald Trump every single day since 2016. She loves Kamala with her whole heart and could not name one thing she has done. She wants to defund the police, yet calls them on the hoodlums skateboarding in her neighborhood. Her motto is, silence is violence, which is why she posts immediately and reads about it later, if at all. She has recurring nightmares about being the most privileged person in the room. She will not support a brand that doesn't turn its Instagram logo rainbow in the month of June. This has been a tough month for her so far. She acknowledges this land was stolen, but get too close, too quick, and she may spray.
That's funny.
Let's see. JD Silla says, Raven Nevermore at my door. I know it's from the Raven. That's why I said you're mixing literary references. Listen, what type of host would I be if I don't know where that is from the Raven?
I don't.
Listen, JD Stillwell. And if you also want to go ahead and take it to another reference, you could have used The Crow and said gently rapping on my chamber door, which was from Eric Draven, the Raven. There's 3 references, but it wasn't a Crow reference, was it? It was a Harry Potter reference.
Oh my gosh, you're horrible.
Anyway, moving on. Thanks, JD. The Crow, great movie, by the way, fantastic. If you haven't seen it, Brandon Lee's last performance, and it was, okay, Mr. Know-It-All, up my ass evermore. Yes!
That's funny.
Yes! That's the way to be. All right, moving on. Oh, this is, did you see rapping at my door? Yes. gently rapping at my chamber door.
Did I see what?
The devil felt how awful goodness felt. Gosh, what a great... Don't move or you're dead. And I say I'm dead and I move. Oh, what a good movie. Love The Crow. Good B flick. I mean, it really is. It is borderline B flick. It really is. But it's so good. So good. I think we broke her. It's always in the eyes. Okay, moving on. Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it. Okay, sheriff pissed off. This is good. Watch this. Phil Honda, what's up, buddy?
The Attorney General, Colonel Houser.
So this sheriff is talking about sex trafficking, child sex trafficking. And a reporter decides to go ahead and bring up a completely different case with a complaint. And this sheriff ain't having none of it. Watch this.
For the Attorney General, Colonel Houser, we're able to ask a couple off-topic questions, specifically about the wrongful arrest of Lindsay Isaacs in Volusia County. I understand that she and her criminal attorney met with your office, Mr. Uckmeyer, just a couple days ago. How did that meeting go? And do you think that Lindsay Isaacs deserves an apology? And what's the status of those two FHP troopers that are named in the civil lawsuit?
All right, so you just pissed me off. Now, I'll let him decide if he's going to answer your question, but all this shit, you want to ask him about some other case? We're talking about children. Now, if you're getting that from one of your people that it typically is behind...
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Paul Rivera one-ups us and goes, and that's the Crow referencing Edgar Allan Poe, and that is also true. So now, no literary reference will go unturned, folks. We can just do this all day long. Congratulations. We have a very educated bunch of white middle-aged dudes on this show.
The phones that y'all have want you to ask that question. Tell them to have the gonads to come here and ask me that question. That is what you need to be focused on.
To be fair, we did ask about that. And
it doesn't make a difference. I'm not here to talk about what FHP did. I'm here to talk about what they did. Nothing else. Let's get that abundantly clear, because it happens. It happens to this poor man all the time. You want to go off on a tangent. This press conference is solely for those pieces of shit that are right there. Are we clear?
Good for him.
Absolutely good for him. Listen, do you think there's just more of this coming? I mean, do you think they're absolutely sick of this shit or what?
Don't get him started.
Don't get who started?
You.
What are you talking about?
I thought you were going to do some more literary references.
No, I'm talking about the sheriff.
Oh,
do you just want to go? Do you just want to go? Do you just want to go? Are you going to check out?
No.
Are you going to check out?
No. I thought you were looking at more literary.
No, I'm looking at something completely different. I'm asking you a question with the sheriff. Do you think that this is common knowledge? You're seeing this in Florida. You're seeing this places in Idaho. You've seen that from our own Virginia Sheriff's Department. Do you think it's literally going to be the sheriffs who support the state constitution and going after city cops or going after stupid reporters or stupid politicians? Should we see more of this? Should the constables, the sheriffs, start pushing back against these fat cats in these states? I mean, I know the answer is yes, they should, but do we see that happening more and more, or do you think this is just a one-off?
I do see it happening more, not as much as it should, I think,
sure.
But I do see it happening more. And it needs to, they need to stand up to the corrupt police chiefs and the city cops and the governors and any of the, corrupt mayors and stuff like that. I mean, the next town to us, the police captain and one of the lieutenants or something just got arrested and fired because there's been an ongoing investigation for 1.5 years on them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not just big cities where there's corruption.
Should it be that if you run for sheriff, you have to have former military background or something to that effect?
You would think so. I mean, that would be nice to know. But, I mean, law enforcement or some sort of first responder, military, something like that. I mean, that would be nice. But, sheriff's kind of their own entity because they have to get elected. So
right. Yeah.
So, they should be able to do their own thing. I don't think they should not be, the governor shouldn't have any rights over them to tell them what they can and cannot do.
What do they call a flock of crows? A murder of crows. I've heard harem of crows, a tribe of crows, but it's a murder of crows, I believe.
Really?
Yeah,
I would never
a
have
murder
guessed
of crows.
I
Yep.
never would have guessed that.
Donna Lewis Reeve says, tired of corruption. Aren't we all?
Yes.
And that's the thing, Donna. I mean, honestly, I'm sick of it too. Even this thing with Gavin Newsom, then put her in handcuffs. Like, I'm so sick of these investigations.
Hearing about it.
Do something. Arrest somebody.
Please, for the love of God.
You know what I mean? Seriously. A mob of crows, a parcel of crows.
You know what? I've never thought of it, and I have no idea.
Well, like, you know, you got a gaggle of geese, right? You and I did this. We had this conversation. Like, what are a bunch of deer?
It's called a herd, if I'm
A
not
herd.
mistaken.
Yeah. And I didn't think that, but it's a hoofed animal, so I guess that makes sense. You have a herd of cattle, you have a herd of zebra, you have a herd of horses, you have a herd of deer. But I always
cows.
Moo.
Brr.
Cow says moo, folks. Yeah. Here is suppressed black vote shirt. And I meant to have this right after Obama, so I didn't move the slide, but it plays none the same. Lady is outside of an Apple store. Is one crow a manslaughter? So well done. I think it would be attempted murder. It would be an attempted murder. It's just one. It depends. If it has multiple personalities, it would still be a murder of crows. Yeah. The three faces of the crow. We can do this all night, folks. I come to play. $155 to go. Congress of Apes. Okay. Yes, investigations are a waste of tax funds without real action and convictions. If this was the police station, they would be shut down. They very rarely ever close. Yeah, I'm with you. He did say gonads successfully, mind you. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. This is hilarious. Suppress black vote shirt. Just listen. Matt, will you be speaking of Trump's executive order to force blue states to turn over voter rolls and such, or not be able to have USPS mail-in ballots? I could. I want to read up a little bit more. It kind of came before. It came when I was writing the show, so I kind of leave those things for the next night. I probably will look into it. I can tell you that his executive order can't affect the states, and it won't, so it doesn't matter. He can write all the executive orders he wants, but the states do not have to follow a federal order without legislation. That's not the way it works. But I want to look into it. Matt, off topic, how are things going with your state trying to stomp on your Second Amendment rights? Right now it's good. The Supreme Court upheld it, overruled any type of legislation, and there's kind of a stay of execution. We haven't heard much. Spanberger is laying low. Like, she's not doing anything right now. I'm telling you, I think she's going to run, because there was a lot of negative press around her, and the Democrats didn't like it, so they kind of stopped everything. Once she lost the Virginia, understand this might change it. Just like Youngkin losing the election cycle in 2022, Spanberger got her ass kicked by the state Supreme Court, and everybody struck her down. That's a very negative look, and that could be the kiss of death. For where the bell tolls is Virginia, it seems. It kills political careers. So Spanberger's laying very quiet and very dormant at this time. So nothing new has come up. She hasn't tried to lop off any 6-year-olds' dicks, is what I'm trying to say.
That's good.
Mel Lowe donate $103.48 for dry ice for next video. Lots of laughs. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was very. Sherry Star says, I sent an email to Olivia. Sherry, thanks. I'll have Olivia send it to me. I'll look at it tonight and we can talk about it tomorrow. Deal? Liv will be on tomorrow too. So
yes,
we'll see you then. Here is the suppressed black vote shirt. This one's great. Watch this.
Ma'am, could you please tell us about your shirt?
What do you want me to tell you?
What does it mean? Whose black vote was suppressed today?
Any black vote, okay? Have you not been following the Supreme Court?
What did the Supreme Court do that suppressed the black vote?
Who are you?
My name is Adam
It's weird
Francisco.
to put a camera in someone's face in public.
Oh, that's actually the First Amendment.
Yeah, it's a First Amendment.
Comfortable with camera in your face?
Well, look at her shirt. She's sending a
Now that I
message.
see Make America Great
maybe
Again,
no.
if he's a MAGA, no, I don't feel comfortable.
Maybe we're not going to do that. Maybe we're not going to harass people in public. Yeah, that's weird.
That's funny that you think the First Amendment is harassment, ma'am.
Coming with people with cameras in their face is weird.
So is hating the First Amendment, ma'am.
Yeah, it is. Bye. Go yourself.
Oh, really? I should do that?
I still don't get the shirt.
Well, that's the point. She didn't answer the question. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yes.
And by the way, lady, Workout shorts are designed for working out. And I'm not, listen to me.
Badunkadunk.
There is nothing wrong with a good badunkadunk. But wear something that is flattering to the badunkadunk. Half of the badunkadunk shouldn't be hanging out from your spandex. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So maybe you should wear something just a little bit more appropriate. It's just my opinion. I don't understand people who wear yoga pants who don't do yoga. Okay? Just saying.
They're comfortable.
Maybe.
That's why I wear 'em.
But that isn't comfortable. There's nothing that cuts off the blood flow to your thighs and literally are cut off at your ass cheek can be comfortable. How is that comfortable? You're telling me that's comfortable? You don't wear those things.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you look really good tonight. Can I tell you that? Your hair looks absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
God. When's Friday again? Folks, we're going to have to take a break. See you guys later. Bye.
Adjusting transmitter output.
Just kidding. Okay, so just it comes down to this. If you're going to wear a shirt like that, you're looking for attention. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 86 years old or you're 18. When I wear AR-15 Beat skateboard, I want someone to come up to me and talk about politics. I want someone to come up to me and say, Kyle Rittenhouse was a murderer. Okay? When I wear a dummies hat, when I wear the U.S. Marshal hat, when I wear Canadian Mountie hat, when I wear whatever it is, I'm not wearing it just to be identified. There are times where I put it away because I don't want to be approached.
I would love for a trans person to come up to me when I'm wearing this shirt.
Yes. So that's my point. So if you're going to wear shit like that, you don't get to complain when people come up. And I don't. If somebody wants to come up and nobody will engage me because it also helps me 6'4" and 225. But,
you know, I've worn this out a few times and I've had people approach me, but they've all been like, hey, I love your shirt. Where can I get it?
Kimberly Ann says her shorts were riding up the camel. That's what I missed. That was also Edgar Allan Poe who did the camel. If you haven't read that. Mel Lowe, spandex is a right, not a privilege. Amen.
Amen, sister.
You have to earn that right.
Yeah.
Mostly Latinas wear yoga shorts. Yoga pants, I don't care. Yoga shorts, a little much. What's extremely funny is that she said you haven't paid attention to the Supreme Court and downplays the rights of the First Amendment. Exactly. Contradiction. Hi, Loretta. Good to have you. Moving on. Erica is P. Diddy. Yes. Candace has done it again, folks. Candastasia has decided to go ahead and make correlations to Erica Kirk because she uses Bible verses, and therefore, because she does, she is a child sex trafficker. She does horrible things. She elicits and solicits drugs and sex with women, and it doesn't make a lot of sense why she's comparing Erica to P. Diddy. But of course, this is Candace Owens, and very rarely does she make sense. Here it is.
And the Bible is clear about widows. Widows. Better example, perhaps. Diddy, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy. Is it therefore ungodly for us to question his baby oil parties, the freak-offs, the alleged rapes, abuse, the drugs, because Diddy knows how to cite Bible verses and has a picture of the Madonna on his back? No further questions, I guess, because he actually lost the mother of his children. Did you know that, Kim Porter? Mother of his children tragically.
Folks, this is what's known as a logical fallacy. This is when you're going ahead and making ties of delineation and sewing sinew to things that are completely unrelated. Because Diddy has Bible verses and tattoos labeled on his body. Therefore, because Erica Kirk has Bible verses, she's as bad as Diddy. I'll explain what this means in just a second.
Died. And by the way, a lot of people who believe that Diddy had something to do with her untimely death, how dare those people question him? Diddy lost Kim Porter, and he's got a Madonna on his back. And the Bible is clear about widows. Widows. You know, despite all of Diddy's crimes, I got to say at the very least, he did not try to run a biblical grift on the public when he got caught, because that would have been absurd. It would have added insult to injury. And when people believe that you might be involved in trafficking, potentially murder, you should probably just respond factually and formally with something obvious, something other than this obvious scripture grift that we've all become accustomed to with Turning Point USA. But clearly that concept of meaningful response entirely evades Turning Point. Taking responsibility.
Says Miss I'm a Catholic.
P. Diddy is a widower, you stupid. See you next Tuesday. A male is a widower. A female is a widow. And so you're going to defend P. Diddy, but then go after Erica?
The left
leave him. How dare you? How dare you go after P. Diddy? The wife, the mother of his children is dead, but yet I'm going to frickin' dig Erica's grave because I can. I mean,
she's a horrible human being.
She's a definitely see you next Tuesday with a capital C.
She's Satan. She's Satan. So this, folks, this is pretty much all you need to know. This will explain it to you. Okay, this is exactly what Candace is doing. I hope this helps. I'm glad I made a video about this. I made a video about a lot of things.
The left can't mean. Why, you ask? Well, because they tend to substitute emotion for logic and slogans for substance. Their arguments often sound convincing at first glance, but the moment you scratch beneath the surface, the cracks start showing. This meme is a perfect example. One giant post hoc ergo propter hoc argument wrapped in a series of false equivalencies. Well, that was confusing. Let me clear it up for you. Post hoc ergo propter hoc means after this, therefore because of this. In plain English, it assumes that because someone holds position A, they must therefore support or oppose position B for the same reason. The author's logic is flawed. You supported Rittenhouse, therefore your views on self-defense are just fake. You opposed my position on January 6th, therefore your views on protest are similarly fake. You support immigration enforcement, therefore your concern is not illegal immigration at all. You're pro-life, therefore every death anywhere must invalidate your beliefs, no matter what. That's not evidence. It's actually mind reading. It's quite impressive. The meme skips the hard work of proving motive and simply declares motive. It assumes that because someone reached a different conclusion on a completely different event, their stated principle must be fraudulent. By that logic, if someone supports abortion rights but opposes the death penalty, they never cared about bodily autonomy, whatever that means. If someone supports free speech but wants to punish threats, they never cared about free speech. If someone supports legal immigration but wants border enforcement, they never cared about immigrants at all. Principles are applied to facts. Different facts can lead to different conclusions. Self-defense isn't the same as murder. A riot isn't the same as a peaceful protest, no matter what CNN says while the city's on fire. Enforcing immigration law isn't the same as hating immigrants. Opposing abortion isn't the same as supporting every use of force by the government. The entire meme depends on erasing those distinctions and pretending the different outcomes prove your hypocrisy. Instead of proving hypocrisy, the meme simply assumes it, it declares it, and it hopes nobody notices the giant hole in their argument. That's what I'm here for. Thanks for watching. The left can't mean.
Post ergo hoc propter hoc. A little bit of Latin for you. And
Latin seems confusing.
It is, but it is a fallacy. And one of these things, the best way to do it is one of these things don't belong here from Sesame Street. Okay? Yeah. They don't jive. They don't match. Because of A and B, C happens. That's not true. C happens because that is in the order of the alphabet where it is an A and B. You can still know the place of C without A and B. You don't need A and B, and A plus B doesn't equal C. A plus B equals AB. So to sit here and say because of A and because of B, C happened is, first of all, is a mathematical equation. So it doesn't correlate to grammar or letters. It doesn't work. And when you say, Olivia loves me, and because she loves me on Tuesdays, it's because of Tuesday that she loves me. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you say Olivia loves me on Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure she loves me on every other day, that doesn't make much sense either, because one doesn't disprove the rule. But if I say Olivia loves me every day because she shows me every day how much she loves me, that is not a fallacy. It's a logical conclusion. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, it is.
I don't get to do my short videos much anymore because honestly, they just don't drive traffic because people don't share them. They can't sit here and be like, nobody wants to be lectured to, you know? And so nobody wants to go to school. And I have that. I've been trying to get better. And I've been trying to get the hook line a little more effectively, and they've been doing better. I just haven't done one in the last couple of weeks. It's been busy. Folks, we are at $248.48. We're about $52 shy of goal. Would love it if we could hit that. Hi, Matt and Olivia. I've been able to donate due to some maintenance taking top priority. Someday I can catch up again. Still here listening and learning. Sandy, there is no problem. We love having you here. And honestly, you guys just saying that you're here means the world to us. Sherry Starr says, I can speak Pig Latin.
I can too.
Ime ute. How about you? Okay, give me a sentence. I love red apples.
IA was always hard. I of lay, ed ray, pulls a. Apples, a thing that starts with the vowels very hard.
Place. Yeah, something like that. I hate
Uye uxe.
Aye antwe ute ukfe uye.
Oh my goodness.
Little shit. Oh my God. 2 videos that are going to make you absolutely blow your freaking gasket. Everybody on the show. Like, get ready. These 2 little bastards, like, people like, they're just children. No. Baseball bat. Like, I don't believe in abortion until I saw this video.
Oh gosh, I'm really interested.
This is bad. This is bad. Watch this.
Eating these stupid fries, that innocent children die. You're supporting a fucking racist! You're supporting a pedophile who wants to rape children! You're not gonna circle jerk with you fucking bitch! Yeah. Oh, look at you! Oh, look at you! You're so fucking tough, you can't 1% more naughty than the fucking pack of fries. When you eat those fucking fries, innocent children die!
Is it wrong of me that, like, literally I would just, like, if I wouldn't go to jail, I just slap the shit out of them and just watch them scream and cry. Why did you hit me? Just kick them.
No, I would just freaking, the nanny in me will come out.
I'd love to beat the shit out of those kids.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, just. Where do you hear these little punks?
Those parents.
Oh, the parents are the worst.
Parents. Call CPS on them. Jeez. Dude. Freaking, they need a belt to their ass is what they need.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And it's the fact that people are.
All right, so there's one. Here's one's a little closer.
Debbie says we're looking at the future prison population. Amen.
Dude, seriously, like, can't we just do a drive-by? Like, or can we just pretend we're in Chicago?
Go slap the parents first. Yes.
Dude, it was gay when Hanson did it. See, we're gay on you, kid.
Yes.
Ryan says truffle shuffle. Chunk. Do the truffle shuffle. Oh, come on, guys. Let me in. Oh.
You can't 1% more naughty eating those fucking ketchup fries. When you eat those ketchup fries,
the fuck he is.
I hope they all get syphilis. What? Jump. They told that lady, jump.
Wow. That is some awesome parenting right there. Good for those parents. Holy cow.
And those are the kids that will like hold up a liquor store or shoot up a school, and people be like, why? It's just why? Parents. And my kids have had problems. My kids have went through struggles, but you know, my kids also took a punishment today. They're grounded for 2 weeks. These kids, I've never seen them so motivated. They're cleaning the whole house. They're doing checklist. They're getting ahead of schedule.
I made a 1.5-page list of everything that needs to be cleaned in this house. They're cleaning from the bottom floor all the way to the top floor, everything in it. I'm gonna have to clean this house. And Hayden went through, I made the list, and she got a day planner out, and she planned their days out. And we said, your punishment doesn't technically start till Monday, which was today.
But you can get it done early.
They got started on it on Saturday, and we said, Sunday's your day off. You don't. They did it on Sunday, and they're like halfway through after 3 days. And I'm like, okay.
They're not arguing. They're not fighting. They're both doing the work. It's great. Deborah Paris says, this is why we have a salsons in today's society.
Yes.
I agree.
I agree.
And the French. The French, they cannot be trusted. I agree with you. 120%. This is absolutely why we have assassins. And those kids will beat the shit out of some Trump supporter. And they will cause violence because that's what they have. But honestly, they're little putzes. And they would piss themselves if anyone turned around and said, you know what? Really? Picked up a baseball bat and said, let's go. Do you think any of those people would jump in? You think those parents would jump in? They would sit there and videotape the whole thing.
Yep.
They
for
are
clicks, because they don't care about their kids. Because anybody willing to let their kid do that, no, that's just
it's wrong.
Horrible.
It's wrong. Folks, 248.48 is where we're at. We're $50 shy of goal. Would appreciate it if you have a chance to help us out with a quick like. Quick thing is that these are the beautiful coin sets, folks, that we have for the American 250 celebration. They are all enamel. They're real coins. This isn't some cheap Chotsky shit. The box alone is absolutely incredible. It makes a great Father's Day gift. The coins come packaged in a protective case. They are super thick. And they are gorgeous challenge coins. You guys have seen those great challenge coins that us military people have and we share and stuff like that. Same thing here, but these are actually enamel. You can take a look. See the American flag there and the eagle. There is the bell. You can see the quality. Super thick. You get 2 coins, completely different coins, to commemorate and celebrate the 250th anniversary. They are made by Create Mint and Epic Mint. You get a beautiful card that comes with it that explains what the coins signify, along with gold foil stamped telling you which number your coins come in. Now, some people, you might see this online and go, oh, that's tchotchke shit. Not this stuff. It's all wood. You can actually smell it. Smells like pine. There's no sticker here. This is paint. This is actually an American flag distressed, no two alike, stained wood, comes with a brass old C-clamp, which is really, really cool. As you can see, just comes in, closes, and it makes a great decorative piece. It would look great on just laying around your house on your desk. It would look cool with maybe other collections of U.S. stuff on your library. It doesn't really matter. The point is, display them with pride. They're available right now at thedumbshow.com. Get them while they last. I promise you this, we will probably sell out of these at this point because it's getting so close to July 4th. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I had a small boy point a gun at me when I drove past him. I waved the naughty finger at him. He kept pointing his toy gun until I passed. Was kind of disturbing. Yeah, kids are something else today. We're wrapping it up, folks. We got about 22 minutes here. We're going to put the clock up since we have not hit goal. And we're going to put 22 minutes on the clock. We're going to try to get out of here on time. Family time. It's summer, and this is our favorite time of year where we get to spend some time with our children. We won't feel that way in another 2 or 3 weeks. Fetterman on Plattner. Plattner had some horrible shit to say about Fetterman, and Fetterman responded amazingly. Here it is.
Let me ask you about what he has said about you. This is what he said about you at a recent town hall. I want to give you the opportunity to respond. He says, I get a lot of criticisms. I get a lot of criticisms about the way this government functions, but in order for us to make it functional, we're going to have to do stuff. And you can't just go down there and be John Fetterman and just sort of be, and he uses an expletive. What's your response to that criticism, Senator?
Oh, I'm devastated. I'm devastated. Like the guy that, the tough guy that roughs up, ex-girlfriends and the guy with the Nazi tattoo and all those things. So for me, I'll take everything he says as a badge of honor. And he's going to find out, once, if he does win, he's going to find out he's going to be 100 out of 100. And now, you're not going to drag Jeff Bezos in. You're not going to, he was bragging, I'm going to get arrested. Go ahead. Go be a dick and go get arrested. They'll love it. They'll love it, here in the Senate now. So that's it. Here we are. And, I'll be the Democrat to call it what it is.
Fetterman continues not to be a disappointment. I remember 2.5 years ago when I tried to explain to people that, actually a little bit longer than that, God, it's almost 4 years now. My Lord, it's going by fast. That Mohammed Oz was not the answer for Pennsylvania. And I also told you guys that Herschel Walker wasn't the answer for Georgia. I told you that Majewski up in Ohio wasn't the answer. I told you Kerry Lake wasn't the answer, and they all lost. I told you that Whitmer was going to win. I told you Kemp was going to win, even though everyone thought that they were going to lose. We're really good at election coverage here.
You're really good.
We're really good at election coverage here. But I told you Fetterman was not a Democrat, that he was more moderate and more of a blue-collar Democrat. And he hasn't disappointed. Now, there's some things that he votes against, but great. But is he as bad as Susan Collins or Lisa Murkowski? No. In fact, he's very similar, and he has a D in front of his name, and I say that he actually votes with Trump in a more effective way than they do sometimes. I mean, Lisa Murkowski and Collins both vote with Trump more often than they don't, and people call them rhinos because the very prolific and large bills they vote against, and that's because their constituents are more moderate in both of their states. The same thing's here with Pennsylvania, and Fetterman recognizes that. So whether you love him or not, I tried to tell you, not every Democrat's horrible and stupid and bad. In fact, some of them are fairly decent. Fetterman is one of them. I'm not going to vote for him because I don't live there, but I do like his stance on a lot of things, and I like how he calls out the bullshit. To me, he's fulfilled everything I expected from him, and that's a good thing. Want to say hello to Amber May. Can't wait to have you on the show. Was Hannah the one that J6? Is that J6?
Mm-mm.
Who's Hannah?
Hannah is friend of Barry's. I think she's she does documentaries, or she's an actress.
Get her in the studio. She wants to come here.
I know.
Bring her here.
That's why,
folks. If anybody's going to be on the show and wants to come here, we would love to have you. So please do, folks.
Would love to have in studio guests.
Yeah, and you guys can reach out to Olivia at the Dumb Show if you want to book. You have somebody who you think, hey, I follow this person, I want to have them on the show. Just put in the comments on Facebook or X or Rumble, whatever it is, Olivia at thedumbshow.com, and say, here's the contact. Come on the Dumb Show. We'd love to have you. We've got great guests coming on. Let's keep that up.
We actually have one of our listeners who reached out to Gary Saldana and reached out to him and gave him my info, and he ended up reaching out to me.
And he's
that works.
He's on the
14th.
Yeah, but what podcast is he?
The Grassroots Army podcast.
Yeah, the Grassroots Army podcast.
He also ran for governor of Wisconsin or Minnesota. I can't remember, but he didn't win. But yeah.
Here is a red wave ? You see a series of 3 videos here that Democrats are in trouble. And I'm telling you, if this Iran deal is not a deal. It's essentially a letter of intent for an armistice or a ceasefire or a stay of execution, essentially, that states we're going to work on this the next 60 days. But what they did sign digitally is not the JCPOA. Now, this whole next 5-6 videos are all tied together. We're going to kind of go into the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, what that meant, and the absolute egg on the face of the Democrats, because this is the truth.
they're saying, oh, this deal's just like Obama. Okay, so this deal's just like the JCPOA, but they're also saying that this deal is horrible. So the quiet part out loud is that Obama's JCPOA was horrible. You mean the one that Trump broke apart and rejected? Or this is nothing like Obama's and actually is working because he got things that Obama didn't. What you also need to consider is Soleimani's dead. The IRGC, the Shah, the Ayatollah, the mullahs.
Top 48 officials, right?
Right. Midnight Fury, Epic Fury, completely successful, buried the uranium. You've got to look at their integrated air defense systems. You have to look at the unification of more Arab countries joining the the Abraham Accords. There's a lot here. So you can sit here and say that this is not the same deal. Well, first of all, you haven't even seen it. You don't even know what's in it. So don't give me this bullshit that it's the same deal as the JCPOA. What this does do is it puts a genital cuff on their production. It stops them from funding terrorist groups and running proxy. And you get them to sign this deal and then they break that. You're going to have a coalition of countries go against Iran if they do this. So this changes things. What essentially says is, Iran, we're done with the sanctions. We're done with the 47 years of you funding terrorism. Stop this shit. Come under the arm of Western civilization and let us bring you into the future. Let us do what we are doing for Iraq. Let us do what we did for Japan. Let us do what we did for Germany. Knock this shit off. If they listen or not is going to be dependent upon them. But if this takes place, Democrats are going to have a real hard time in November because gas prices are going to go down, energy prices are going to go down. You're going to see peace and stability. I imagine Saudi Arabia will sign the Abraham Accords. You have Israel and Hamas no longer conflicting. This changes a lot of things. Here is a news snippet that was on about a red wave. I don't like saying red waves. I don't believe in them. But listen to this, and then I'm going to show you how the Dems are also getting the same tune on the Fox. So when you get CNN and Fox both lining up with their stories, you should listen.
So what are the warning signs here? Yeah, I think the warning sign is this. Democrats have an edge, but compared to what we see historically, it's really not that big of a lead. I mean, just take a look here. Okay. This is Congress National June polls, Dem leads, and this is NBC News, midterm years with the GOP press. Look at this. They're up by 5 points, but that's half the lead they had back in 2018 when it was 10 points, and less than half the lead they had back in 2006 with 11 points when Democrats took back the House in both of those years, and now the Democratic lead is on a single hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and it's this type of lead where you say, you know what, Democrats are ahead.
And don't forget the margin of error is 3.5 points. So in a margin of error, you can pretty much just subtract that from the total. It's about a 1.5. People aren't happy with the GOP. They're not happy with President Trump. But you know who they hate more? Democrats.
Don't count your chickens just quite yet.
And Harry, we've been talking about this. As time goes on, you and I have kept on looking at these numbers saying it just doesn't look like the numbers we've seen when there have been waves for Democrats in the past. What are the trends in the other polls?
Yeah, okay, so this is not just one poll in which we are seeing this. There is this group of pollsters that are out there that are just not showing the wave you might expect given where the president's approval rating is. Okay, what are we talking about? We're talking about NBC, Marquette University Law School, and Ipsos. Look at where they were January and February, and look at where they are May and June. NBC, down a point. MU Law, down 3 points. Ipsos, basically staying the same. So the Democrats hold these leads, but again, you have this group of pollsters that are out there where this lead, simply put, is not matching what you might expect if you're expecting a Democratic wave.
And that's sort of in a vacuum. What about in a year where Republicans have already made significant gains in terms of redistricting?
Exactly right. So you might say, hey, the president's approval is way down low. You expect Democrats to be way up high, especially given him in the record lows because of the Iran war not happening. And then you put in redistricting. Democrats in the National House vote, look at this, needed to control with redistricting. We really think the Democrats need between a 3 and 4 point advantage in the national vote. You average those polls together. We just saw on the last screen, Ipsos, MU Law, and NBC. It's right on the border there. It's right on the border. It is no guarantee. It is far from a guarantee at this point, if you believe these pollsters.
Very tight. Now, what are the prediction markets saying about Democrats' hope to retake both chambers?
Yeah, okay. So then you take a look. Okay, look at the Kalshi prediction market. Chance to win number terms. Look, Democrats clearly have the advantage at 78% chance, but that's far from 100%, right? That's a 1 in 5, more than a 1 in 5 chance. Republicans hold on. You look at the Senate, the GOP still has the edge there. More likely than not that the GOP holds on in the Senate, according to Kalshi prediction markets. So basically, I'm putting out this warning sign. These are the warning signs.
Yeah, I've been telling you this warning sign for a while. History would state that if you're going to put money on this, you put it on the Democrats. But if you want to take it into reality and put the factor in that people are still feeling the pain points from Biden, and do not celebrate this as a Donald Trump loss and a Biden win, I think America blames from 2016 till present day both of those guys. I think they see Trump doing some things that they really appreciate. If we can get the Iran war thing solved and get energy prices down, Democrats aren't going to have much to bitch about. The New York Stock Exchange is in a good place. Wages are up. Overall crime is down. There's a lot of good things happening in this country. Sandra Casey donated $10, $258.48. Thank you, Sandra. We love you. Well, you said that was hard to do, and we appreciate you. Even $10, it doesn't matter. Anything helps the show. So it comes down to this. It's going to come down. Redistricting isn't going to save us. We need to make sure that the races that we can win in these deep red areas, we do win. And these purple states, Trump is going to have to get out there in the last 2 months of the election and really hit these rallies and draw energy. But the one thing you can hold true is that 167 races that he has had, he's 167-0. That's not what he's been doing. In 2018, we lost. 2020, we lost. 2022, we lost. 2024, we won, but we did not do well in the House and the Senate. We barely squeaked by. In fact, we had a lot of changeover. 2025 midterms and so far in 2026, we have seen some struggles. But Trump has been successful in everyone he has backed. That is breaking the norm, and it's showing a very, very strong push for MAGA. You might hear this, that MAGA is dead and there's this new movement. It's not. It's a very small portion of X and other social media. Trump is stronger than ever. In fact, his base is staying 100% solid. I think he's 93% with Republicans. That's one of the strongest numbers we've seen since Reagan. It outperforms 16, it outperforms 18, 20, 22, and 24. So Trump's in a good spot. The Democrats hate him. The moderates are warming back up, but he needs to get out of Iran, and he needs to get the energy prices back down, and moderates will come home. That's it. Okay. Here is Fox News saying almost the same thing.
Congressional Democrats staring down their lowest approval rating since 2013. Only 30% of registered voters approve and 66% disapprove. A new NBC News poll found the Democratic Party as a whole now sits at its lowest favorability in the history of its polling. Just 27% of voters have a positive view of the party.
Oh, see, Sandy, Season, I know I have many Sandys. And Matt says, you have two Sandras. That's not me. I'm the one struggling. Last name is Season, not Casey. Sandy, you're absolutely right. That is my mistake. I saw the C, I saw the Sandy, and I immediately assumed, and that's my fault. You know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and umption. So I apologize. My bad. New Mexico. This is interesting. We lived in New Mexico. Mm-hmm. Gabe Vasquez, Democrat, is switching gears. This is where you need to understand is a lot of these states that went blue that had a lot of red representation, Democrats are starting to switch in New Mexico. It's softening. New Mexico policy does not work. New Mexico is poor. The education system sucks. Crime is bad. You and I both know. Mm-hmm. It's a shithole. Yes. But here's Gabe Vasquez backpedaling, and they don't do this unless they fear their seats and their positions.
I got to say, I'm pretty disappointed in Democratic leadership for not getting anything out of this deal. Now,
what could they have done?
Well, I think certainly we could have had a much stronger posture, right, in those demands that we asked for. Look, there's a lot of must-pass bills in Congress, the National Defense Authorization Act, the Farm Bill. There's other vehicles under which to negotiate, and I don't want to say hold hostage, but also use as tools for leverage and to get these reforms in place. And so you have to have a playbook that meets the moment, and I don't believe that we did. And the shutdown, I think, hurt more people than it actually helped, because it certainly didn't help our negotiations.
Which shutdown? The DHS shutdown?
Yeah, the longest shutdown in American history. I spoke with government employees in my district who were so clearly upset because they felt like, we put our jobs, we put our paychecks, our families on the line. And many of them did want to see these reforms, and they understood why this was happening. But at the end of the day, not to get anything out of that is terrible.
Your thoughts on this? I mean, we lived in New Mexico, and it was so blue, and we absolutely despised it and couldn't stand the people.
Yeah, my mom
in
hates
Santa
it.
Fe. But you're starting to see some change in the people are starting to push for democratic change, and this whole socialist progressive bullshit mayor that they have and governor is not working. So
well, I mean, when the actual change happens, when
Right.
people start electing other people and actual change happens, that's a good thing. But as of right now, nothing's happening. It's all talk.
Yeah.
So something needs to happen in order for it. And we'll get the skinny from my mom, of course, if anything does happen.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's problem with Albuquerque is it's not going to grow. It's not going to get any bigger. Nobody wants to live there. And the cities are extremely blue, and the rural areas are not thriving.
So here's something interesting about New Mexico. So my sister, her youngest daughter is still in daycare / preschool, and they were going to an at-home daycare to stick within their budget, and it was a friend of a friend, so and it was pretty good. Well, the state put forward new benefits and new free childcare, daycare, whatever.
Yeah.
So they enrolled her in a really expensive preschool. Why? Because it's free to them.
No way.
Yep. Her preschool is now free, as opposed to them paying out of pocket for this at-home, more personal daycare. Because it's free, they put her in a more.
It's not free.
It's not free.
We say it's free. It's
But
taxes, and it's you.
free. It's free to them. They don't have to pay out of pocket for childcare.
Well,
They're paying out of taxes, but yeah.
that's
It's just-
insanity.
yep.
That's like, what a shithole.
Mhm.
No, everyone's like, oh, it's so good for people.
Mm-mm.
No, because
Mm-mm.
it's not that one program. It's the other 75 other programs that are taking billions out of the. I mean, in New Mexico, I bet its overall GDP is probably 127 million.
New Mexico, I think, is number 49th in every category when it comes to education. I don't know. It might be 50th now.
Well, I know they're in a deficit, but I'll tell you what they make. I bet I'm spot on. Oh, what did I say? 123 million?
I don't know.
I meant billion.
Oh, okay.
That's 152 billion. And seen at their deficit. I didn't mean million. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
It's Monday.
No.
In a deficit or no?
They're running surplus.
Oh.
Okay.
And then
Well, we got
shocking.
We got to see what the tax rate is, because it was expensive. It was 8.4% when we were there. Let's find the tax rate. Wow, it's gone down. Holy shit! Am I going to eat crow? State income tax ranges from 1.5 to 5.9 depending upon income. Top rate is 5.9. Gross receipts to there it is, 7 to 9%. Right. So there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sales tax is 7.5 to 9. It was always expensive.
Yes, always.
Property tax among the lowest in the U.S., averaging 0.63 of homes value. Well, that's because the homes aren't worth shit. It's interesting. But
Although I have to say, our home that we owned there has gone up 2.5 times of what we paid for it. It's now worth 2.5 times.
Yeah.
Of what it was when we sold it.
But overall, 8.4%. What do you mean Michelle told me? What did Michelle... What told me what? What did Michelle tell us? Michelle's flipping out on something.
I don't
Michelle,
know.
what are you talking about?
I would have to look.
I
it up.
told you. Told us what?
There,
You didn't.
it's better than when you were there. Oh, she's saying that New Mexico's better than when we were there.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's
I'm sure it
been-
is. I just told you that
we
it
left
was.
at the end of 2012.
Oh, it was shithole.
Yeah, it was.
It's good.
I did
It's
not
good that
like
it's
it
better.
there.
Look, I want New Mexico to be, I have a lot of friends in New Mexico. I want it to be better. I want it to be
Yeah.
better for the tribes. I want it to be better for the people there. It's not. It's not ugly. It's ugly because they won't expand, and Santa Fe has put up a wall. And you got to get more like Rio Rancho. You know, you've got to build up like that. You've got to put more in there and get away from the highway system. It's a truck stop.
Yeah.
Oh, when did you tell me New Mexico is better now? When?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that, Michelle. I don't remember that. I mean, but please understand, those are just a few numbers. We can go into education. We can go into crime. Anonymous donated $41.52, hoping to get even for Mr. Sauce and Mel. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Anonymous.
For making
Appreciate
us
it.
even. Oh, let's look. And crime, it hasn't gotten better, has it?
I don't know.
Let's find out. My daughter graduated on the res 2012. We lived there for 5 more years. Yeah, fucking, it was a shithole. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Education, 49th to 50th. Child well-being, 50th. Family and community, 50th. Economic well-being, 49th. Violent crime, 50th for safety. Poverty, highest of 1 through 5, top in the country. Budget reserves and state finances are currently strong due to oil and gas revenues and taxes. Oil and gas production ranks among the tops nationally. High concentration of scientists and PhDs, Los Alamos National, Sandia, we know. Child care access has become one of the most generous in the county, what Olivia just said. Economy and GDP, middle of the pack. Taxes, moderate to moderate high. Cost of living below the national average. Crime near the bottom. Education. So it hasn't gotten better. It's just they're taxing people more. And because they take more in than they put out, then there it is.
Yeah, the other thing with that, with the whole daycare thing, is the small businesses are going to go out of business because people are going to pull their kids out, put them in the more expensive daycares.
Yeah, free daycare is not always the best because then these will be government approved, and it drives prices up. And if it's free, then you're looking for fraud.
New Mexico was the reason I became a stay-at-home mom. I worked for the first 16 months, for Hayden's first 16 months, and
shithole.
It was. And when Matthew got the job with Apple and was switching jobs, we had to look at daycares because our daycare lady was going to have her second baby and she wasn't going to do it anymore. So we're like, okay, let's look at daycares. We looked at like 6 of them and we didn't like
some
any
chick
of them.
Opened up the door in her white cotton underwear and halter top and woke up on the couch and had needle marks in her arms. And I was like, no thanks. Turned around and walked out. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that one. I only remember.
How do you not
one
remember that chick? Black hair. It was that. I remember the house. I remember they had like a Brady Bunch station wagon in the driveway. It was a brown house and had a gate, black cast iron door. It was the one I went with you, and I said, "Screw this. You're staying home."
Yeah, we could not find one that we trusted.
Yeah. So it may be getting better from a fiscal standpoint, but it's certainly not better than anything else. In fact, it's much worse than 2012. We moved there. We looked at it. Schools were ranked like 46. Crime was like 42nd. I mean, it was moderate. It's getting worse. But just because you have a surplus, it means you're overtaxing your people. Of course, they're giving daycare away because now the government's like, well, we're making a shitload. We have $11.6 billion in additional revenue. Now we got to justify the spend. This is the problem with Democrats, is that they don't solve any of the real problems. They create new ones, which ultimately taxes the people heavier, and then you can't tax people into prosperity. How about you do this? How about you lower taxes? Why don't you give breaks to small businesses? Why don't you reward schools that have the highest levels of education and success and stop punishing the people who just live there? But yeah, it is what it is. Obama slams the Iran deal, even though he has no idea what's in it.
So right now, President Trump is on his way to the G7 summit after reaching a deal with Iran. Trump reportedly telling the New York Times the deal will still allow Iran to continue enriching uranium for non-military purposes. Former President Obama casting doubt on how it's different from his own deal.
It is doubtful that any agreement that arises is going to be significantly different or a significant improvement from the deal that we had in the first place and had worked for a long time.
Yeah, I've already told you the differences.
The differences is we're not giving a pallets of cash.
Right. And the sanctions are being put on them. Listen, it comes down to this. Anyone who is going to sit here with a straight face and say that Donald Trump is not better than any other president since Nixon on foreign policy, and especially in the Middle East, is full of shit in every facet. He's got the entire Arab coalition supporting the Jews and going after Iran. That's all you need to know. Trump is good at what he does. Do I think Iran's going to hold to this deal? No, I think Iran is going to do what they always do. They're going to stall and they're going to go ahead and break the deal. But you understand, though, that it used to be we would have to go into Watts to find the Crips and the Bloods leaders, and between them and the law would be 3,000 gangbangers with Tech 9s and shotguns and weapons. Well, now all you have to do is walk across the street and go ahead and just shoot them. There's nothing left. The integrated air defense systems are 86% attrition. They don't have a Navy. Ground forces is all they have. In the United States, if they don't get what they want, they're going to go in there, they're going to let Israel launch in some F-35s and kill the coalition and move on to the next. That's it. It's going to continue that way. And they're not going to let them build up. And every time they fund a proxy, Jews and the United States are going to hit them. Every time they go ahead and have a Hezbollah attack, every time they have a Houthi attack, every time they have a JKP attack, every time they have the Muslim Brotherhood attack, anytime they have Hamas attack, they're going to get their asses knocked in the dirt. And that is more cost effective than anything else. So eventually we will degrade over time their resources and their ability to close the straits. But I promise you a solution is going to come up with the straits. The pipelines have been extremely effective. They get like 6 million barrels a day from that. They're rerouting to different areas and also opening up lanes in the United States has really quenched the appetite for the rest of the world. You get these sanctions lifted, you open up oil again, oil flow, oil productivity. You're going to see the benefit and prices go down. But Iran is not in the same place as they were. And if they launch missiles, they're going to get their dicks knocked in the dirt. And this is where it's going to be. It would behoove them to stop. Will they? I don't know. But the United States is in a perfect position, and Israel's in the perfect position to continue to degrade Iran until ultimately there's nobody left to fill it, and people are just going in there like a suicide mission. Last couple of videos, and then we're going to move on. Fairfax School. This is interesting. You would probably know this.
Okay.
Fairfax School is asking parents to make a decision if they now. You best describe this. You understand how the schedules work for year-long traditional.
Mm-hmm.
So you know better than anybody. So let's watch this, and then you tell us what's going on here.
Okay.
Virginia parents are begging their district for more learning time for students, but instead of offering to cut teacher work days or school planning days, one of the district's proposed solutions is sparking outrage. Fairfax County Public Schools asking parents in a survey, quote, if the school calendar required modifying one of the following, which would be the most acceptable to you, with one of the response options being, quote, eliminating holidays recognizing religious and cultural observances, listing Christmas and Rosh Hashanah as examples. Fairfax County mother Stephanie Lundquist Aurora joins us now. Good morning to you, Stephanie.
Good morning, Ainsley. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for coming on. I know you have 3 children in the district. You have an 11th grader, a 9th grader, and a 7th grader. This really affects your family. Why consider eliminating Christmas?
You know, it's really interesting, Ainsley. Fairfax leaders have an anti-Christian bias, and this is not the first time that they've waved the proverbial middle finger to Christians. In 2022, the school board voted to change spring break with the express purpose of decoupling it from Easter. And then in 2024, the county's Board of Supervisors, the governing council, also voted to commemorate Transgender Visibility Day on Easter. So this is just a drop in the bucket in showing their anti-Christian biases once again.
Yeah, Stephanie, every parent received a survey or an email asking to weigh in on this. What are most of your friends saying? Do they want to eliminate Christmas, your friends or the community?
No, they're in shock that they sent out this survey. I mean, this is just an example also of central administration in Fairfax County paying people to conduct these ridiculous surveys and then not listening to what the community says. So, for example, they sent out a survey asking if we wanted to have shared sex classrooms for sex education. 84% of us said no, we did not. And then the superintendent responded by saying, well, the majority doesn't always dictate, and then implemented a pilot program doing just that. So even though my friends are certainly against ignoring Christmas, the district won't listen to us anyways because the leaders have their pre-selected conclusion.
Liv, walk me through what this means. And I know we're not Fairfax, but we see similar things. What is this?
Well, yeah, we're definitely not Fairfax, and as of right now, our district is not anti-Christian, but there sure are pro anything LGBT and transgender anything, and they are defying every single order that is federally mandated against transgenders, and it's disgusting, and it's the fact that they're doing that. But I don't. Why they send out these surveys anyway? Because they don't
we get
even
these, right? We get things that ask us all the time about traditional
get these.
or
and why they don't. Why they send them out? Because they don't listen to us anyway. But every year we get options for calendars for the school year 3 years in advance or 2 years in advance. So I got one a couple of months ago, and it gave us 5 different options. And the 5th one was going on like a year-round thing, which, I mean, I'm not really all for that, but they're not listening to us anyway, because our summer is 8 weeks this year. They got out the 12th of June. They go back the 17th of August. It is 2 weeks shorter than last year.
Their summer?
Yes.
We get them less?
August 17th is when they go back.
Well, that's gay. Why?
We got out, I think, the 7th of June last year, and we went back the 24th.
Why? Did they say why?
I don't know. But here's the thing. This is what I found out. So everyone says that they built in 15 extra snow days into the calendar because I guess a few years ago, or it was before we got here, they had a massive winter and the kids missed a lot of school, and they had to go to some Saturday schools to make up because legally the school has got to be operational for a certain amount of days and a certain amount of hours. Well, that's a bunch of BS, because in the state of Virginia, you're only required to go to school for 6 hours a day. They go for 8. So right now we are already going 2 hours more than is legally mandated for the state. So why are they building in all these extra days? Because we have these extra days. So when we have these snow days, because we had like 7 or 8 of them this year because we had a bad winter, we had the snow, we already built up with the days. We already have, I guess it works. The summer is being short. I guess working parents can say, it's better, but it is harder on families, but we do have more breaks during the school year. But I don't understand why they send this crap out, because whenever I answer it, they don't listen. And here's the proof is they sent out this past year people who wanted to volunteer to be part of committees that would help decide curriculum. And I signed up for it. And guess what? I didn't get in.
Well, you don't get in because of this show.
Yeah, I wonder why.
They hate us. So the school district hates us. So they think I'm a child abuser and a wife abuser.
So here, I'm pretty sure that anyone that has any type of outspoken political ideology that goes against them, they're not going to be into it.
Yeah.
And so I don't understand it, but I would be freaking pissed if I was a Fairfax mom. I'd be pissed that they were thinking about getting rid of Christmas break. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No one's going to go to school anyway. I mean, our school district, our last day of school was actually supposed to be today. And the school district 2 months ago voted unanimously to make the last day of school Friday, because they know no one's going to be there.
Right. Well, that's
no
stupid.
one
I always
would
hate
have
that when
showed
they make you come back on a Thursday and you're like, dude, why are you going to do that? It's
Yeah,
like they
no one
purposely
would've
just
showed
pick
up,
this
so
dumbest shit to do.
They do. And so,
All right.
but it's like, that was a vote. So where did we get that extra day off? You know?
It's all corrupt bullshit. Folks, we're going to get out of here. We got to get going. Liv, walk us through who's going to be here for the next couple, and then we'll talk about who we're going to raid tonight.
Yep. Dave Bondi will be here on Friday next
Yay.
week. Gary Brugman will be here. The following week, Dan Nunn will be on the 30th, and Damani Felder on that Friday the 3rd. Tim Brown will be the 8th. Garrett Saldana from the Grassroots Army podcast will be the 14th. The week after is Lisa Regina and Ronnie Marmo, and hopefully Joe Montagna. We'll find out when that gets closer.
I'd really like to get Joe Montagna. I really hope that happens.
We're booked through August, and I'm on it again this week to start booking more people again. So
I want to thank our moderators that we have over there. Let's see, who do we have over on Rumble? Kevin?
On TV. Oh yeah,
Kevin and TV Green. Get her off there, please.
Who
just
you made?
She's gonna knock over the coffee. Okay.
You made, yeah.
So
made
TV Green and Kevin are both moderators. Thank you so much for what you guys are doing. TV, you can go ahead and send us over there right now, folks. We're gonna raid Handy News, and every night over on Rumble we go and raid another channel, which is take all of our viewers and shove them into another podcast. It's a good little way. We stay on for another couple minutes and then we get out of here. So TV, go ahead and send us over, and we will be kicking over to Handy right now.
And thanks for helping us hit goal, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes,
We
and
really
thank you for the
appreciate it.
likes and the shares and everything you guys do.
And Hayden might come on the next couple of weeks. She might come on a couple of nights. Ethan might too. So that's always a good thing.
I mean, at the table.
Here is Handy. We're going to be rating them right now.
That's all the state's gaming board.
Yeah.
So.
Cass self-deleting herself.
Comments, not herself.
Well, yeah. She's maybe. Cass, chat. Did you self-delete?
No, she chatted. She said that was me.
So how this works, guys, is Rumble.
While it's still
we go over and TV helps us out and picks a channel to raid. We send our viewers in there, then they follow us and say thank you and all that stuff.
Amazing shot from the Freedom 250 this morning, which is appropriate that we have the fireworks for night shift.
Doors open. We could not have wrote a script better.
Oh my God!
And the fireworks are playing.
The Dumbs are back. Thank you, guys. We'll get to you in just a minute. This is the fireworks from America's 250 last night. Welcome in, Raiders.
This is so cool. I love this, man. Just the last 5 minutes of the night. Just see what other people are doing.
We're celebrating the raid. Man, you know what, Dad? We're going to have to get every night of the Las Vegas fireworks lined up here soon for Fridays.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
No, not for me. Welcome in, Raiders. The Dumbs are back with another raid. Thank you, guys. We do appreciate that. And we are so glad you raided us.
No sex, no drugs, no wine, no women, no fun, no sin, no you, no wonder it's dark. Everyone around me is a total stranger. Everyone avoids me like a cyclone ranger. Everyone. That's why I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
And actually, Mental Health, he says, I posted the link to your new channel on X. Hope you don't mind. Absolutely not. We actually want you guys to share those links to your social media because that's how we meet new friends.
That's right.
So no,
and
share
Chaos
it away.
Girl says they call themselves the Dummies.
The Dummies, right on. The Dumb sounds good, though, because it's the Dumb Show. And Human jumping over on Pilled. Good evening.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.